Whew. Hi. It's been an incredibly crazy week or two, and I'm openly asking for any help. There's a link in my bio. Um, Someone recently commented on my bravery or whatever, and my fortitude, ability to keep moving even as shit hits the fan, and I don't see that, but with that said about me, I'm trying to stand up right now, and I'm speechless. I don't even know how to start, where to start, what to say, even. It seems to have started with those men screaming about white power last week. A lot of nice gifts later in that day on the street, covered rent for a day. Um, but the very next day, we got stopped by the cops. There's a big to do about that. My friend is still in jail. The following day, the motel somehow overbooked, and I was given a 3 hour notice to get everything out of that motel room, and left behind my friend's electric wheelchair, um, her spare mechanical wheelchair, and other belongings. It barely fit in the truck. Um, I did get a room at another motel, and the following day they were trying to threaten to throw me out. Ended up with the cops here, big screaming match, crazy town. Um, but oddly, a trauma-informed police officer showed up and calmed everything down. I was able to get them to see that my dogs are registered service dogs, and the hotel relented, and I did stay here last night. Yesterday I had a meeting with the board of directors of a mental health group that I'm associated with. Um, that went well. I was offered a couple of positions with one of the other board members. One of them is potentially paid. I have no idea how fast that might happen, but we're going to talk later this week. I also have a new peer support specialist that's going to be trying to work with me to help me navigate some of these things that are kicking my ass, like actually being able to make phone calls about housing and stuff. But today, I all I've been able to do is sit there smoking cigarettes and drank a few cups of coffee. I didn't sleep well last night, so I tried to sleep a little this morning. I need to go out and fly a sign, trying to beg for enough money to cover motel for the next day or two. But I'm afraid that if the cops see me, I'm gonna get another ticket and or arrested this time. And what that would mean if I were to be arrested would I would lose my dogs, everything in the motel room, and my truck would be impounded, which means I would lose my truck. This is what it's like being poor in America without any real support system for anyone. I'm a veteran. It's been 3 years for emergency housing, and I'm still not there yet. Um, and I'm not the only one in this situation, hence some of the crazier dramas that have been in my week. People out here, they're traumatized and reacting to one another in very unhealthy ways, which just drags us all down. And at this point, I can't help but feel that this is intentional by our rulers, owners. Um, they want us disrupted and fighting each other. I can't imagine why, other than to remove us. Um, I'm going to try to keep talking somehow. And if you can help, hit me up, please. Thank you for encouraging me to keep speaking.